and gentlemen, you're watching DPN 5 to 12. It's 5 past 12. My name is Magdalena Maler and this is our special topic today. Low-class people being closed out of elections. Yesterday, a new bill was signed in most Western countries. Amongst small changes in the town and country planning, it includes the regulation of access to elections. From now on, those earning only a minimum wage will be excluded from voting. This group makes up about 58% of the general public. According to Brennan Stewart, Britain's Home Secretary, the law is supposed to improve living conditions as well as lend a hand to the National Assembly in their operations against massive pollution. As Stewart announced, the government will also be supplied with a larger budget and more authority, both of which are indispensable. He has also said that the major changes in the environment that have occurred in the past decade must be dealt with. I'm now talking to Leonie Rowland, an Oxford University professor of history and expert in environmental issues. Thank you for taking your time to talk to us.
Thank you too. In the last century, the gap between high and low class increased dramatically, not to mention the separation into different districts. Here the refuse and sewage the high class produces is broadly left, and it has been like this for more than 70 years now. It was therefore decided in March of 2086 that the population must be facilitated with safer spaces in order to maintain the living conditions and security. Not even 10 years later, on the 2nd of October 2095, the last high-wage earner was welcomed into the so-called complexes that are now more than familiar to all of us. Outside of them, giant rubbish heaps are everywhere, the water is polluted, the air is toxic in some areas, and all left biodiversity is devastated once more. We have not been inactive since 2000 indeed. Remember the ocean cleaning ship 2011 or the magnetic car 2065. However, the changes that have been done seem to be too little. Global warming has been slowed down, but there are yet consequences. What most people don't know is that there are still humans outside. There have been riots and demonstrations, but all of them were silenced. And all these people, the poor, have to deal with more than just increased infection rates. There is a necessity to act in environmental protection, but also to think about the ethical correctness of shutting all out what isn't want to be seen.
Thank you very much. Also today, an exclusive interview with one of the higher earners is featured. What do they think about the new regulations? Weihs-Felsing, Weihs reports.
I'm standing right here in the complexes, where all the rich people isolated themselves from the lower class people. Before I will talk to a 20-year-old student who got raised and still living here, I will look around a bit. As you can see, the population here is way more organized than outside the complexes. No one sleeps rough and every family has its own house. The immigration regulations are very strict and it's nearly impossible to move in here. Due to the very harsh rules about birth control and settling down here, there are no such things as overpopulation. In comparison to that, outside the complexes, nearly half of the people sleep rough. Every flat is shared by at least 2 and every house by a minimum of 5 families. There are no rules or controls about immigration or having children. The population is soaring every year, people are dying, the healthcare is critical, and no one seems to care. But now, let's listen to what a citizen from the complexes has to say about this whole situation. Hey, and thanks for your time.
Hey, you're welcome.
So, a few questions. How do you feel about that the lower class people get closed out from the elections?
What do you mean with low class people?
Have you never heard from the people living outside the complexes?
Outside the complexes is just that land. My dad always told me there lives no one.
But I think I have to disappoint you. There live people outside the complexes who earn a salary that is less than £500 a week and are therefore considered to be poor.
Do they have something to live?
Yeah.
Do they have something to eat?
They do.
So, if they have something to live and something to eat, then why are they poor?
Oh God, so it's possible. I thought you could.
Do they have something to live?
Yes.
Do they have something to eat?
They do.
Okay, so then when they have something to live and something to eat, why are they poor?
In which way do you think is your life different from theirs?
I'm educated, I'm smart, I live in a wonderful area, and most of all, I have money.
And why do you think the people outside are different?
Oh, because they are lazy? Maybe they have no jobs?
And do you think they had or still have a hard childhood or respectively a hard life?
Oh, no, I don't think so. I think it's all their fault because their laziness controls their life. I mean, sure, it's their fault.
In comparison, how was your childhood and respectively how is your life in the complexes now?
Oh, my life is wonderful. My childhood was very, very fantastic. Nice weather my dad had and still has much money, and therefore he could buy me everything I wish for.
What could you, living here in a nice area, still wish for?
Oh, every 3 months I get the latest iPhone, the newest TV, and if there's a new fashion trend, I can always count on my daddy.
And now my last question is there anything you would want to say to people outside the complexes?
Oh, sure. I would say them, yeah, stop being lazy, get a job, and literally get alive.
Okay, thank you for your attention.
Yeah, you're welcome.
That's it for now. There's plenty more, of course, on our website. Jule Salomon will present to you the weather now. The next newscast is at 2 a.m. Thanks for watching and have a lovely day. Bye.
Hello and welcome to the weather report on DPN News. My name is Jule Salomon, it's 12:15 and you hear the preview weather for the next days. As you see here in the west of a beautiful kingdom, it's very cloudy. Until the evening we expect heavy rain and partly thunderstorms. So watch out and better stay at home tonight. In the center there's a big band of fog and clouds which will probably clear away tomorrow morning. The east side is blessed with sun and warm wind, so Londoners go out and enjoy a Sunday. Tomorrow is mixed with sun and rain in every part of Great Britain, but towards evening it will get warmer and windy. The peak of the temperatures will go from 4 degrees in the morning till 50 degrees on 12 o'clock, and in the afternoon there are nearly summer temperatures with 30 degrees in some parts of England and the surrounding of London. The next week we have on Thursday sun and warm temperatures till 41 degrees, but on Wednesday a cold band of wind and that stays till Friday. So don't get a cold and wear a scarf, England, and on Saturday we expect the warming sun back, and this weekend will be the start in the spring. I hope you all...
Breaking news! Breaking news!
Attention! The volcano Yellowstone just erupted. I repeat, the volcano Yellowstone just erupted.